श्री विजय साई रेड्डी जी।
Thank you, Chairman, sir. Sir, on behalf of the people of Andhra Pradesh and our Chief Minister, Honorable Chief Minister Y.S. Jagan Mohan Reddy Garu, I thank the President for her address to the Parliament and we support it. Sir, the Honorable President spoke about India at 100 and gave us very optimistic view for the next 25 years to come and called Amrit Kal. Sir, I would like to bring to your notice that the central government, that the BJP government should ensure Amrit Kal not only to them, even for the states also, especially those states which have been unjustly bifurcated with a ulterior motive, sir. Sir, coming to special category status, my friend Jairam Ramesh is not there anyhow, sir. Sir, when the special category status...
He is here.
Yes, he is very important, sir, because he is responsible for everything. Raising imports, which the government of India should be taken into cognizance and appropriate steps have to be taken in this regard, sir. Sir, what is the factor? Why is it a cause of concern? Sir, it is the Chinese factor. Sir, the reality is that much of these imports are coming from China. Sir, for the first time, India's trade deficit with China crossed 100 billion mark in 2022 with an increase of 45% in 2021 and 20% of India's imports are from China alone, sir. China accounts for 40% of India's total trade deficit. Out of total deficit, 40% of trade deficit is on account of China's imports from China, sir. Sir, raising unemployment. In fact, BJP also spoke, honorable member from BJP also spoke about employment. I would like to bring some facts before your good self, sir. The huge mismatch between our working age population and actual labor force. Working age population and actual labor force participation rate is very important, and it has to be it is a measure that has to be taken into consideration, sir. Total working age population is 65%. The labor force participation rate is 42%. See the difference, sir. Where is 65%? Where is 42%? Every year, 1 crore people enter into working age population, but only 42 lakhs actually enter into the labor force and contribute to and they only 42% contribute to the economy. This is really alarming, sir. Let us compare with that of the other countries, sir. Vietnam, it is 74%, and China, it is 68%. Bangladesh also, it is 57%, whereas India, it is only 42%.
That's the world leader.
Sir, even rapidly aging countries are doing well. Aging countries are doing well, including Germany and Japan, which is 61 and 62%, sir. Sir, the current GDP growth, I'm talking about the current GDP growth, sir, of 7%, as per Madam, Finance Minister Madam. That is definitely not sufficient to create enough jobs to absorb the lakhs of people who enter into the labor market every year, sir. Sir, the government response is definitely not encouraging on this issue, sir. And I differ with the honorable member who spoke on who seconded the motion, sir. Sir, the budgetary allocation for Narega, these are all the examples, sir, has been slashed by 33%. One in every four central government jobs, they remain vacant with a total vacancies nearing 10 lakhs. He spoke about 10 lakh employment, 10 lakh vacancies, but he has not given the solution, sir. Sir, India still doesn't have, very, very important, sir. India doesn't have the national employment policy. It doesn't have any national employment policy. Where is the policy to fill up these 10 lakh vacancies? Let the BJP explain to the August House, sir. Yes. What is the policy of filling up the vacancies? Sir, declining women's safety. Derek Ji has spoken about the women reservation. We also agree with that. Let the government bring a legislation for women reservation. And we will support women reservation bill. Sir, the President in the presidential address, Honorable President has addressed the word women, mentioned women 20 times, with heavy emphasis on Nari Shakti and women's empowerment, and there is no word about Nari Suraksha and women's safety, which is very, very important, sir. For 4 minutes, sir. More than 4 lakh crimes against the women were reported, and the highest in the past 6 years. The complaints of crime received by the National Women Commission reached almost 31,000, the highest in the last 8 years, sir. Sir, even justice system is falling women, sir. Sir, the pendency of cases involving crimes against women has reached 95%, while the conviction rate is only 26%, sir. This highlights the need to have more women judges in our judiciary. Women not only in the legislature, sir, even in the judiciary, there has to be a reservation for women, sir. Women judges are to be there. There is a strong need to introduce reserved posts for women at all levels of judiciary. And we, sir, one important thing, we have had women president. We have had women prime minister. History. Sir, and women, we have had women speaker, but still we don't have women CJI. This is the state of the affairs of women in this country, sir. Sir, the last point, sir, about the backward classes, which is very important, BCs. Sir, even after 75 years of independence, backward classes are striving for equal opportunities and also for socio-economic upliftment. And in this country, 50%, almost 50% of the population, maybe slightly less here and there, more. 50% of the population are belonging to BC communities. Sir, there is no proportional. In fact, YSR Congress Party, our Chief Minister, YS Jagan Mohan Reddy Garu, believes that there has to be a reservation in proportion of population for backward classes. It means that backward classes should be given 50% reservation, whether it is in accordance with the judgment of the Supreme Court, that's a different issue, sir. And our policy is to have reservation for backward classes and in proportion of population, sir. And there is very important, sir, no caste census. Sir, caste enumeration is very important, and last it was done in 1931. In fact, YSR Congress Party is in favor of caste census, caste economic census, and since then no socio-economic, and because the data is very important to decide the benefits that are to be conferred on backward caste, sir. And sir, there is no reservation. So far, there is no reservation for backward classes, except the 27% in different states. And sir, on par with the scheduled castes and scheduled tribes, backward classes also should be given constitutional legality for their reservations, sir. So with this, I conclude, sir. I support the presidential address. I am thankful to you, sir, for the opportunity you have given. And thank you very much, sir.
Dr. K. Kesav Rao, not present. Professor Manoj Kumar.